Gotta stop smoking. When I wake up, lying in bed, I can rationalise it completely rationally. I ain't gonna smoke. It's more interesting not smoking, that's a fact now. Once you smoke, once I was smoking, dulls, numbs everything. Everything. It's a number. I get very compulsive when I start smoking. Just smoke, smoke, smoke. No matter whether I'm getting it, and I'm not actually getting anything. It gets quite deeply complicated to what I can justify it as a participation myself, utilising it as ... Don't join them. Don't dare. Comedy, Anthony, it's gonna fucking stop, you know. So, my head's telling me to have a smoke. I'm selling it. What for? It's more interesting not having one. I know that already. I mean, I've been to the end of the fucking earth and back several times on several points. Seems to be my speciality. It says egotistically. When I notice there's automatic responses going on in my existent participation with the things I utilise. This is my smart arts program coming out also at this point, which needs attention because it doesn't do me any good. But it's one thing my father tried to keep me dumb for, because he must have noticed it, because it must have been him, and he knew himself that it hadn't done him any favours, although let's leave me father out of this. Automated responses. And by the time I get the pen to the paper, I've forgotten what the automated responses are. Automated. And so, alright, I'm getting up in the morning's an automated response, because I suppose it could be sort of even, I thought. And then also perhaps going to bed is. So I'm thinking, why am I writing unproven automated responses down in the automated response list when I can't remember the actual examples of automated response that I wanted to write down, which was the reason I started to write them down. And then I realised breathing is an automated response until it's self-directed, as in the 4 square breath. Interesting. And it wouldn't have reached that point without writing the unproven, or without writing it down, or without writing down, which then said to me, well, there you go, Anthony, because I'm not so much resisting writing as well, I'd be justifying me resistance, wouldn't I, if I said any more on the matter. So smoking, so then I've got about 7 fags left, cigarettes left. I get one out. Okay, I'll see what happens. I did that yesterday, not yesterday, the day before. Okay, I'll clearly clearer picture than the picture I've already got. And also I'm noticing possible interactive interactive consequences for my smoking. It's not doing me any good specifically. And you can see it might be affecting others as a consequence of my own intransigence on the matter. Not that. Well, for one, it's a different matter. But then, you know, I get a cigarette out and I'm going to light it up, and in fact that's the one reason I didn't light it up, not the only reason, one of them. Considering that and then considering, well, Anthony, are you now going to, even though I have no actual proof on it, considered what do you call it? Possibilities. There's a possibility that which I am considering is possibly correct, and yet I will still proceed with the action that is perhaps causing another to suffer is too strong a word. Well, it might not be a strong enough word, because I think it's too strong a word. Because there's all this reverse psychology, polarity, everything's upside down, back to front. Anyway, so it gets very complicated when you're trying to consider and then that's why you shouldn't really be fucking considering anything. You should just be directing yourself in what's best for all. Is it best for all that I smoke cigarettes? You know that for the fact that it isn't. Anyway, being that it's not best for myself even, so it cannot be best for all. Is that enough outside the moment for you, David? David knows what I'm talking about. The breathing's an automated response until self-directed. I reached that conclusion yesterday because I'm out there and I'm still getting whilst I accept total responsibility for all that I see even, and especially that which I end up interacting with, even that which is brought to me intentionally by others to fuck with my rationale, let's say, to make it a polite statement. Even accept that it's me, self, my own consequential play out type of thing. And it gets very complicated to understand how it could possibly be there's a man there and he's got a problem with you and it's your fault. But how can it be my fault? I don't know him, he doesn't know me. It's very complicated though, no less. I find it to be that case, that one. And yes, it gets very complicated. I mean, I'm actually beyond the point where I sound like I'm unbalanced mentally. I would have described it as at one point though, and I can, because now I've proved that I can stably represent myself with words coherently, and have been doing for not too long, I suppose, though long enough to show that there is no real mental instability, even though I still play up to the measure type of thing, which also is not a best for all application. 10 minutes. What's this vlog about? It's about time. Anthony. Thank you for watching. Anybody that is watching, I forgive myself that I allowed myself to define myself as stupid. Forgive myself that I allowed myself to define myself as stupid.